Good afternoon, guys. This afternoon, we went ahead and cleaned up the cab for the square body Chevy. I'm going to see if I can spray the whole cab blue, inside and out. I'll do the little gray center stripe or center gray piece once the cab is already bolted up to the frame, so I can go ahead and follow the lines from that bed. But let me see if I can go ahead and finish painting this one blue. All right. Well, guys, I don't know if you guys can see, but I already sanded this down. Got it clean, wiped it down, used that grease and wax remover. Got the inside of it clean, patched up a couple of holes that I had in the cab on the inside. And I got these little patch panels that I had done work on or replaced. Got those somewhat straight. So let me go ahead and get my paint gun ready and start spraying this thing. And guys, we're still using that O'Reilly's Duplicolor paint. Supposedly it's a deep blue VSP 204. So let me start spraying. Well, guys, there's the first coat, and on some parts I had paint left over, so I kind of went over the firewall with a second, but the rest of the truck has one coat. Pretty much, I mean, I do have had 2 drops of water fall on the roof of the truck. Had some little things happen, so I'm gonna have to go in and sand before I give it a second coat. But I mean, so far, I mean, everything looks all right. I'm not too worried about the floor. The floor's a little rough, but I mean, I am going to put dynamite on there and carpet, so I'm not too worried about that. The back of the cab turned out okay, and the roof, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the roof came out okay for it being the first coat. I'm going to let it sit for a little while. I'm going to do some sanding on some areas, and here's a little rough spot that I'm going to have to sand, get all that little, I guess you can call it orange peel, off, make it flat so that when I spray it the second time, it'll be nice and smooth. There's a couple little dents that I didn't pull out, but I mean, cab corners turned out pretty nice. And well, cab corner on this side, I gotta fix that little trouble spot right there. And there's a little bit of the water that I was telling you guys about. Gotta sand that off or clean that up and sand it. But all in all, I mean, it's blue. So let me go ahead and wait a little while, come back to it, start sanding. I'm not going to touch the firewall anymore, guys. Firewall, 2 coats is enough. And the bottom part of the dash has 2 coats. I'm not too worried about the top because the dashboard's going to cover it. And I'm not too worried about the roof either because I'm going to put a headliner on there. But all in all, I mean, it's looking all right. I don't know if you guys can see the roof, but I'm going to have to bring this cab down so I can go ahead and spray the roof. Right now I'm doing it in 2 parts. It ain't going to work, so I'm going to have to bring the cab down to get the roof on one swing. So start here, finish all the way over here, so on and so forth, so I don't get those crossing lines in the middle. But I'll address that. Well guys, had to stop working on the square body. I'll come back to it tomorrow. I'll just go ahead and close the video off tomorrow when I finish off the cab. I'm on my way to go do a little bit of work on a turbo on a little Ford Escape. So let me show you where I'm at. So far guys, I mean, this thing's already dry. We've got like 3 or 4 little areas that I got to work on. Nice and flat. And well, I mean, I'm going to go ahead and stop for now. Well guys, we're back with the truck. I'm going to go ahead, I did some thinking last night, and I'm going to go ahead and spray the back, the one that meets with the bed. I'm going to clear coat that part, and I'm going to clear coat the firewall only. I'm going to go ahead and drop the the cab back on the chassis, bolt it down. I am going to have to paint the whole truck all over again, so the bed, I only did it to get a feel for what the color was going to look like, see if I liked it or not. But I'm going to sand the whole truck down again, and I'm going to go ahead and spray it blue and silver again, just to get the colors to match. I'm afraid that if I leave the bed as it is and just do the cab, you'll see the color difference. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray the whole thing all over again. So right now we're going to go ahead and get the back of the bed, the cab, and the firewall, so we can go ahead and drop it back into the chassis. Let me go ahead and get started. Well guys, that was the first pass. We're using that Green Tech clear, and I'm going to let it sit for a bit, and then I'm going to spray it all again. Well guys, on the firewall, I've got one light pass and one good pass of clear. I'm going to go ahead and go through it one more time. I just want to make sure that that thing is, because of the engine heat and stuff like that, I don't want that thing flaking or nothing. So I'm going to spray it down one more time. So let me go ahead and get that done. Well guys, those were the last few passes on that clear. I mean, it's not the greatest on the firewall. I mean, there's a couple of little, a little bit of orange peel. I'm not going to sand this down. I'm going to let it be. It is the firewall. That's when you open the hood. So to me, this is good enough. So I'm going to let this be. The back of the truck came out very, very decent. The glare of the sun is not going to let me show you. You can see the little spot welds that come from the dealer. I mean, I left that little hole in there. A little wire is going to go through there, so I'll show you at the end when I put this thing together. But so far, I mean, well guys, I'm going to go ahead and let this dry for a bit, roll the chassis under it, and try and see if I can get that cab set on the frame today. That way when we come back to start working on it again, it'll look like a truck instead of a cab. So let me go ahead and get the truck ready and try and roll it under that cab. Well guys, as you can see, I didn't want to show you step by step, but I'm using these little Harbor Freight little ratchet straps, and I'm actually pulling the truck under that cab. And well, I mean, it's almost there. I had to remove the dipstick. I have to get the fuel lines in place on the gas tank before I set that cab. I already did. So right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish ratcheting that the frame under that cab, aligning that cab, bringing it down, and setting it on the new mounts and on this frame. So let me go ahead and continue with this, guys. The sun's almost down, so got another maybe hour to go. Let me go ahead and try and get this done, bolt it down, so that this project can start taking shape. All right. Well guys, the frame is right over under that cab. So I'm going to go ahead and start undoing these ratchet straps, bringing it down a little bit at a time until I get it real close, get the mounts in place, and set that baby on the frame. Hopefully it'll go as easy as I think it should, or I would like it to, but we'll see what happens, guys. Well guys, I wanted to show you I ordered these online, propane component, high performance, whatever. I really didn't care much for performance or anything, but I mean, price locally was a little, I mean, for what they are, I thought they were a little pricey. Found these online for almost the same price, and supposedly these are better. So we'll see how these work. Let me get these out of the box real quick. Packing slip. What's this? Oh. Typical body mount, so on and so forth. Ford type. Oh, I guess we'll resort to these if we have to, but as far as I know, I mean, we'll just get these on there. And these are the actual bushings. Top part, bottom part, no washers. I'm gonna have to reuse the same washers and bolts that came off of the truck, but that won't be an issue. So let me go ahead and get these on there and start lowering this cab. Well guys, there we go. Cab. Oh, let me get you a better angle real quick. Sorry about the mess. But cab in bed. It's just sitting on the frame. I haven't put the mounts on there or nothing. Let me see if I can get you guys a better. Sorry about the mess again. I haven't actually had time to clean up my mess, so there you go. There you go. So on this one, guys, I am going to call it quits for now. It's getting dark. I still got to get ready, shower, stuff like that. I go into work at 5:30 in the morning, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it for this. I'm going to end this video now. I'll just go ahead and resume whenever I have a chance to work on this one a little bit more. Once I get this bolted down, I got to get the cab ready, paint it again, clear coat it, and then paint the doors, set them up so I can go ahead and get that silver stripe going across fenders, hood, so on and so forth. So well guys, that's going to be it for this one. Appreciate you guys watching. Like and comment.